Today we are exploring Norse and Greek mythology. Silverlace, welcome!
Ooh, Silverlace.
2 months in a row, glad to have you back.
Hi, everyone.
Thank you so much for creating an amazing and friendly community, especially to all of those in the art Discord for all their help. Yeah, shout out to the art Discord. You guys are awesome. Hello to you in the Netherlands. Where's everybody else tuning in from? How's everybody doing this good time zone?
It is a good time zone.
Miss Foxy, welcome. This is your first Curiosity stream. Well, the way these work is that we have been polling topics among the community to see what you guys want to study and research together. And we just completed God of War, so there was a lot of hype for mythology.
Norse mythology, specifically.
Yeah, today we're going to look into Greek and Norse mythology. Ukraine, Finland, Florida, Germany.
Arkansas, Greece,
Lithuania.
Scotland, I saw.
Hey,
Florida.
Beaumonix, welcome back for 3 months. And Hardcore Fuse Main, what's
South
up?
Africa, hello.
Thanks for using your Prime.
Bonnie Scotland, Texas, Slovenia, Germany, Netherlands, England, California.
If you are here for the first time, welcome. We're so grateful to have you join us. These chill streams are designed as a way for us to hang out and learn a little something.
Yeah.
Hey, Pennsylvania. Hey, Greece and Austria,
And
UK
Sweden,
and Texas.
Czech Republic.
Oh, I was going to tweet a live now thing real
yeah,
quick.
we should tweet a live now thing.
I'm slacking, guys.
Yeah, we're slacking on our tweeting.
Here we go. Gotta tweet every day, all day, every day. Tweet.
Gotta tweet.
Well, what should we say? We should say live now. Studying Greek and Norse mythology.
Hi, Igby.
On Twitch.
Little sauce.
Retweet to invite. You guys know the drill.
Yep. Retweet.
See you on the stream.
Yes.
All right, now we gotta have a.
I really like this music.
You like it?
Yeah.
I'm glad you dig it.
I feel very mythical.
Good. It was mythical inspired. There we have. The tweet is up. If you would like to retweet to invite your friends, please do so. And now, let's explore some Norse mythology, shall we?
Yes, let's do it.
So this is the 12 major Norse gods and goddesses you should know. And Mendo Boy is back for a whole year. Oh my gosh. Mendo Boy, you've been so supportive all this time. We're really, really grateful to have you here with us. You always like Bryant's. I'm glad you do. I like Bryant's too. Bryant's is like science. But, not exactly.
Yeah, but not exactly.
Hey, we got Tuz. Puntuz is back for 2 months. Welcome back. Glad to have you here. So these are the 12 major Norse gods and goddesses we should know about. And I'm going to drop this link into the chat, and the moderators can help propagate it, share it with you guys. Thank you to all of our lieutenants as well for being here. This is the link if you want to read along, read ahead, or read it later. There you have it. These are the 12 major Norse gods and goddesses we should know about. Some of the renowned mythologies from history. The Norse gods and legends probably have one of the vaguest of origins, with their primary lore borrowed between a patchwork of oral traditions and local tales that were conceived in both pre-Christian ancient Germania and early medieval Scandinavia. So where are our Scandinavians at? I know we have some friends in Germany. Some of you are much more familiar with Norse mythology than I am, I'm sure. So if you're a Norse mythology scholar, please feel free to chime in, drop some facts. So this big guy here, this is Ymir. Like with most mythologies, including Mesopotamian and Egyptian, the Norse pantheon had its primeval entity in the form of Ymir. Am I saying that right? Ymir, maybe? The ancestors of all Jontar, the mythic entities that range from giants and other fantastical creatures. So in Greek mythology, we have the Titans that predate the gods, that roam the earth.
Emir. Thank you, Bookworm.
Bookworm, we're so glad you're here.
Yeah.
We know you're a pro on all this, so
Oh, yeah.
thank you for helping Emir this.
Dana Michelle, welcome back for 2 months.
Thanks for using your Prime. And we have Cian James back for 4 months. Love to you too. Thanks for being here with your Prime. And Ghostway TV, thanks for cheering with real adrenaline. You live for mythology. Awesome. Glad to have you here. This is a right spot for you.
We definitely have some Scandinavians in the house with us.
That's what I like to see. You always want to have some Scandinavians with you when you're rolling into the mythology tip.
Yeah, you do.
You do. All right. Emir was perceived more as the first being. That's this big guy here. Who was created by the ice of Niflheim.
Ooh.
Combined with the heat of Muspelheim?
Muspelheim.
So we got fire and ice here.
Yes.
Long before the existence of Earth. And after his own genesis, Emir, with his hermaphroditic body, was responsible for birthing male, female, and other mythical beings who would turn into bear the future generations. So this is the origin, all spawned from Emir here. Did we play God of War 4? We totally played God of War. We didn't play God of... Is God of... Well, I mean, is that...
Maybe
does that count as God of War 4?
I guess so. It's the most
I guess
recent
so.
one.
Well, yeah, but I mean...
I think there was there
I mean, there were 3 before, so I guess, yeah, that counts as God of War 4. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we call it just God of War, but yeah, we play some God of War. Also, it's really tricky for me to read other languages. I can't read Russian or anything else, so if you can do your best to type into the chat in English, I'll be able to read what you're saying. Otherwise, I'm just confused. So this Emir gives birth to all future generations, effectively, and mirroring other primeval deities of ancient mythologies, the narrative of Emir took a turn, with the entity being given a tragic end due to his apparent evil machinations. To that end, Buri, created after Emir, is often acknowledged as the first of the Norse gods. He had a son named Bor, who finally married one of Emir's descendants, Bestla, and their union produced 3 sons, Ve, Vili, and Odin.
Odin.
Perhaps you've heard of Odin.
Odin!
But the angry Emir confronted these ascending Norse gods, and eventually led to his own death at the hands of the 3 brothers.
Wow.
So not unlike Greek mythology, we have a lot of usurping the father. The 3 Norse gods, including Odin, who we'll see pictured below, then proceeded to create the entire earth from Emir's fallen body, and his blood accounting for the seas and oceans, while his bones made up the rocks and the mountains. Furthermore, his hair was used for the trees, and his skull was transformed into the sky and the heavens, and his brains were made into clouds.
What?
And finally, his eyebrows were fashioned into Midgard, the middle realm of mankind.
His eyebrows?
His eyebrows.
Yo.
Odin coming up. Look at this Odin.
We also got Fluffy Key 66 back for 5 months.
And T-Dog.
T-Dog.
What's up? 9 months for you, tweet T-Dog. Hey, T-Dog. Good news, bad news. Twitch, baby. 9 months.
Abigator back for 5 months.
Hey, Abigator09. Glad to have you here with us today.
Always glad to have you. And Vivian.
Vivian.
Back for 7 months. Vivian is my mother's name.
Very nice name.
Beautiful name.
Palazo Kefka. Thank you for the gift sub to Jardin 2010.
And Jess Arkwright and Javelin 7 official. Thank you for cheering.
You guys are fantastic. Thanks for being here and showing your support.
Igby, just because you sit and yell at me doesn't mean I'm gonna give you treats. In fact, maybe I won't.
Yeah, Eggs, maybe we won't even give you treats. We can give him a treat. Well, I mean, he is yelling at us. We should give him a treat.
Yeah, he is, like, actively yelling at us.
Would you like me to add more volume to the music or to the mic, are you asking? Cool.
Alright, I think I'm gonna...
We could just do it.
Just because...
Alright,
I don't like getting yelled at by
here's
my
our cat. Here, give him his morning
Okay.
eye drops.
You need your eye drops first.
This is Odin. Odin is possibly the most revered yet enigmatic of all Norse gods. Turn the mic up. I can do that. I'm just going to turn the music down. How about that? Yes, Igby.
Yeah.
So Odin, the most revered yet enigmatic of all Norse gods, was regarded as the king of all the tribes. Historically, Odin had been prominent in the pantheon of the Germanic mythology.
Gwen!
Gwen, right on cue, Gwen. Thank you. You're You're very sweet, Gwen. Thank you for the gift sub group hug. Here comes a Migby cam. There he is.
In all his glory.
In all of his little dusty glory. Cumber Royal, thank you for the cheers. Igby wants treats. There it is. Igby has his delicious treats while we read about mythology.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, just because I love you and we're leaving, I'm gonna give you an extra one.
Odin was associated with various and often antithetical aspects, ranging from wisdom, healing. You don't have that much slack.
No, I don't.
Ranging from wisdom, healing, royalty, to death, sorcery, and even frenzy. Pertaining to the attributes of wisdom, the character of Odin, mirroring his contradictory aspects, was often portrayed as a haggard wanderer who relentlessly seeks knowledge in spite of his regal status as the ruler of Asgard. Yes, Higgs, we love you too. Goodbye. Pertaining to the attributes of wisdom, the character of Odin, right? So we're talking about him being a haggard wanderer, but also the ruler of Asgard. Yes, Igby, you're a cat.
You are.
Wild Dragon Flying, thank you for the cheers. Modern followers of Odin affectionately call him the Old Bastard because he's such a troublemaker. He looks like it. Look at him.
He does.
He's like, oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, he took out his dad with his brothers, so...
One of the stories that epitomizes the god's thirst for knowledge and wisdom, where Odin willingly gouges out one of his eyes as a sacrifice for Mimir. We know Mimir.
Yeah, we do!
A shadowy being who possesses unparalleled knowledge because of its consumption of the water from the Well of Erd. Mimir in return offers Odin a drought from the well that draws water from the roots of Yggdrasil? Is that how I say it?
Ooh.
The cosmic tree that binds the 9 worlds of Norse mythology. So a lot of this stuff we see in God of War. We know Mimir and we know this tree.
Yeah, Mimir was the head, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Well, he's more than just a head, but we kept the head bits.
We knew him in his head times.
Yggdrasil, says Bookworm. Thank you, Bookworm.
Yggdrasil.
Ah, Yggdrasil. Nebulous Dream, welcome back for 9 months. And Solas says it allows him in turn to sit as the high seat and see beyond Asgard across the 9 realms. Ooh. Dang. Nebulous Dream, thanks for your kind message. Sending lots of love to Igby in this community. We appreciate you so much.
You hear that one? You hear that?
Now, who's this?
She's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
All those keys.
A lot of keys.
A lot of keys.
Frigg. Possibly the foremost of all Norse goddesses when it comes to their pantheon. Frigg was regarded as the queen of Aesir, the goddess of the sky. Moreover, with her special status as the spouse of Odin, the deity, with her power of foreknowledge, also was frequently associated with fertility, household, motherhood, marriage, and even domestic matters. In essence, of all the Norse gods, it was the mythic aspects of Frigg that were mostly related to the perceived bliss of family life.
Oh.
Frigg is something people in your area say on a daily basis. Frigg the Queen. Indeed.
Haley Remus, welcome back for 4 months, friend.
Hey, thanks for subscribing, Haley. We're glad to have you here with your Prime. If you guys are new subscribers on the channel too, be sure to check out ! Starter Kit, or the green button below the panel. I'll get you a notification on how to utilize all of the perks of being here on the channel. Oh, who this?
It's the grasshopper.
No, it's that Thor.
Thor. Tell us about Thor.
I'm gonna tell you about Thor. Anybody recognize this guy? It's not Chris Hemsworth. Arguably the most famous of the Norse gods, Thor, the god of thunder, and his burly might and boisterous ways epitomize the formidable warrior who was, according to high status in Germanic society of an ancient and early medieval times, regarded as the son of Odin and his wife, Fjorn, not to be confused with Frigg. Thor was, and his red beard and eyes, was hailed as the loyal and stalwart defender of Aesir's stronghold of Asgard, thus suggesting his symbolic role as the protector of the ordered cosmos.
Protector of the realms.
Yes, Lord of Hammers. Suffice it to say, according to the poetic Edda, Thor was considered the strongest of all beings among both gods and men, and his strength was rather amplified by some of his specially crafted apparels, including his iron gloves and his belt of Megangard, or the most common item associated with Thor. Y'all know what it is. What is it? What comes along with Thor?
Hammer time.
That's right, hammer time.
Lord of Hammers.
His striking his hammer, presumably, and his abs. He had sweet abs.
Yeah.
And a sweet hammer, presumably when slaying the giants and monsters while riding his chariot, drawn by two goats.
Mjolnir.
Mjolnir. And he's an Avenger. Fun fact.
Is that included in this too?
No.
Okay.
that's the Bryant's part.
Ah.
Interestingly enough, Thor was also regarded as the god of agriculture, of fertility, and hallowing. Pertaining to the former, this aspect was probably an extension of Thor's role as sky god, who he was responsible also for the rain. To that end, Thor's wife Sif and her golden hair possibly symbolized the fields of grain, and thus her union embodied the fruitfulness and the verdancy of the lands. Good combo, you know?
Mm-hmm.
The grain and the rain.
You know what else is a good combo? An eccentric giraffe.
Ah, yes,
Yeah.
an eccentric giraffe who's back for 6 months.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, thank you for the giraffe hugs. And Jui Chan, thank you for being here with your Prime for 3 months in a row. Glad to have you here. Who is this?
Grasshopper? No.
Balder.
Oh, Balder.
Or Baldur. Yes, we know about him.
We do.
Regarded as the god of light and purity, the younger son of Odin and Frigg, and the half-brother of Thor. Yes, you all know him.
Whoa.
As in Balder from God of War.
Wait, light and purity. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I would not have assumed.
Yeah. Well, we're going to learn more about him in a second.
Tell me.
He was also hailed as fair, wise, gracious, divine, whose beauty even astonished the elegant flowers before him. Matching his physical attributes, his abode in Asgard was considered to be the most exquisite of all the halls and the strongholds of the Norse god, flaunting its gilded silver components and embellished pillars, and only allowed the purest of hearts to enter. Balder was also possessed the greatest ship ever built. Oh man, Bookward, how do we say this one? Nick One Ent, what's up, my friend?
Hey, Nick.
Back with that rare parrot life for 11 months, straight clowning with those memes.
Nick.
Yeah, I see your face, baby. Looking good. Nick, you ready to go to Russia, bro? We about to go to Russia.
Yeah.
Meow, see some eggs. All right.
Sharebit, welcome back for 10 months.
10 months, holy cow, Sharebit. Welcome back. Glad to have you here. So where do we learn about this? Yes.
So he possessed the greatest ship.
All right. Balder also possessed the greatest ship ever built, which is pronounced...
Bookworm doesn't know.
Bookworm doesn't know. If Bookworm doesn't know, literally no one knows. Even scholars of Norse mythology. What do we have? Is it really H-ring-horny? I'm gonna go with that. I don't know. Maybe.
Maybe. Oh, maybe. Yeah.
Which was later used as a funeral pyre after the god's tragic death. We learned about that too. Spoiler alert. Relating to this deplorable incident, Balder was mistakenly killed by Hodor. Or Harder? Balder's twin brother, who was also blind. He was presented a dart made of mistletoe by the cunning Loki, who knew that Balder was impervious to all living elements on the face of Asgard and Midgard, except for the seemingly harmless mistletoe, which Frigg, Balder's mother, which then she must also be Freya, missed when making a plea to most living things when it came to causing no harm to her delicate son. So the dart, thrown jokingly at Balder, which was a habit among the Norse gods, directly pierced his heart and slew him instead of bouncing off the god. Consequently, many of the grief-stricken Norse gods even tried to bring back Balder from the domain of Hel, but to no avail, and thus the wise god was lost to them on account of Loki's cruel prank.
Interesting.
Huh.
Wow.
Lyrelia, thank you for the gift sub to Connorinity. Back for 3 months. Appreciate you, Lyrelia. Thanks for being with us here, Lieutenant. And Jamie Yuki, welcome back for 3 months. And Phoenix Flame for 5. Aaron Peace, glad to have you here for 3 months. And Dame Deviant, I don't know. Hodor, hold the door! Hey, the Solaris Project, glad to have you here. Appreciate you enjoying the streams, and thanks for joining us on Twitch. Loki is a god of many questionable shenanigans. That's... Seems to be. Ooh, who we have here? Tyr. The deity of war and heroic glory. Tyr was regarded as the bravest of the Norse gods of the Germanic people, and in spite of his association with wars, more specifically the formalities of conflict, including treaties, his origins are rather enigmatic, with the deity possibly being one of the oldest and most important of the ancient Germanic pantheon, until he was supplanted by Odin, who had been described in many myths as Tyr's father, while other stories place Tyr as the son of the giant Hymir. Wobblu's the Wobblu, back for 10 months. And Izzy J333, thanks for using your Prime. If you guys have Amazon Prime, you gotta link it to Twitch for a free subscription. Easy peasy. Just click on the panel below the video.
Also, if you're a new subscriber, you can type in !starter kit into the stream chat and learn about all the cool things that you can do as a subscriber.
Tyr was often depicted as a one-handed god, since his limb was bitten off by a monstrous wolf.
What?
Fenrir, when the god tried to trap the creature. Don't trap monstrous wolves, my friends. If there's one piece of advice I can give you, let those monstrous wolves do their thing. Stay out of their way, or they're gonna eat your limb. In spite of this episode, Tyr is foretold to be slain by Garm, the guard dog of hell. Guard dog of hell sounds like a friend Cerberus we know, as opposed to Fenrir, according to the prose version of Ragnarok. And like some other Norse gods, Tyr also has significance in our modern-day context. In that regard, the Old English variant of his name is Tew? It is often associated with Mars by the Romans, and thus Mars Day came being known as Tuesday.
Oh.
So that's maybe our Mars, maybe our
Tyr
Aries, maybe our Tyr.
Tuesday is Tyr Day?
Tuesday is Tuesday.
Yes.
The Romans named him The Old English variant of the name of Tyr is Tew, and in association with Mars by the Romans, which was Marti, Mars Day, became known as Tuesday. What do you think about that?
Oh.
So happy
Hey,
Tuesday, everybody.
Thursday is Thor's Day, and Friday is Frey's Day, according to Danashi. Thanks, Danashi.
Hey, Danashi, good tip.
Good tip.
So we should have happy Tuesday, and then on Thursday, you can be chilling. We could do fan art phrase day. Says Amigs. Moctico, welcome back. Holy cow, for 7 months.
Wow.
Hugs for everyone. Thank you, Moctico. Appreciate you. And let's see some rare parrots if you got those rare parrots. Live in that rare parrot. Thank you for the extra
Let them
support.
fly. Haley Remus, thanks for cheering. We appreciate you.
Oh no, I need the mouse.
Oh, sorry.
Now who's this?
Grasshopper?
Bragi. Bragi, which roughly translates to poet in Old Norse, is often considered the skaldic god of poetry. I like his vibe.
Me too.
Pertains to the unique mythical character who possibly shared traits with the historical 9th century bard Bragi Boddason, who himself might have served in the courts of Ragnar Lodbrok and Bjorn at Haug. Guys, I'm just making this up. You're gonna have to
I like your
Google how to
commitment.
pronounce it.
Yeah.
In any case, when it came to legends, the god Bragi was perceived as the bard of Valhalla, the magnificent hall of Odin, where all the fallen heroes and warriors are gathered for the ultimate showdown at Ragnarok. To that end, Bragi was hailed as the skillful poet god who sang and delighted the hordes of Einherjar? Warriors who died in the battle and were brought to Odin's majestic hall by the Valkyries. Oh, we met a Valkyrie playing God of War and it didn't go so well. We ran real quick. Up, who this?
It's the Loki.
It's the Loki. You saw Loki. Here he comes. That's right, Connor. Connorinity. Here is Loki. This is an anonymous painting of Loki from the Icelandic illuminated manuscript. Do we have any friends tuning in from Iceland?
Oh,
Loki.
He looks like a jester in this outfit.
Oh, definitely he's a jester. Represented as having all the qualities somewhat akin to the chaotic and mischievous aspects of ancient Egypt gods Set, Loki is regarded as the trickster amongst the Norse gods, who, as Jotun, being the son of giant Farbati and giantess, or the goddess Lofi, also possesses the power to shapeshift. Essentially, he is projected as an entity who is not entirely evil in his whimsical purposes, and yet particularly scheming in his cruel actions, many of which led to the misfortunes and even tragedies of Kimmy Hazard giving out 5 gift sub group hugs.
Igby, it's your time.
Feed
Thank
the
you,
beast.
Kimmy.
Kimmy, you have fed young Iggs, and thank you for the gift subs to Dons the Awkward Robot, All Nightingale, Connie the Deviant Piazza, Savage Ducky, and Amarius Rouge. Please, guys, check out the exclamation point starter kit on DechartGames.com to learn all about how to use the features, and this is Higgs! Yes, my lord.
He gets up really close to the treat chute now.
He has nothing but tasteful treats.
More treats.
Now, given Loki's heritage as an outsider among the tribe of gods, the narrative of Loki in ancient stories might have served as a plot device that provides a soft antithesis to the other gods. His complex relationship with the other gods, particularly Thor, who we all know, comes to light from different sources. For example, in Loki's Quarrel, one of the poems by Poetic Edda, Loki keeps on insulting Thor and then goes into hiding, fearing the hammer. And on the other hand, Thor and Loki share their camaraderie when they're together hatching a plan to revive the stolen hammer from Jotun named Pymir. So, Loki really goes back and forth.
Yeah.
He's a good guy, bad guy, good guy, bad guy. Bad guy, good guy, good guy, bad guy.
Like a pendulum.
He's the pendulum guy. Love you, eggs. Catch you on the flip side, little munch. Who dis? It's hell.
Ooh.
Am I saying that right?
Oops.
We tend to associate hell with the realm of eternal damnation, but while the Germanic counterpart was no walk in the park either, with inhabitants like Fenrir the Wolf, Jordanmonger, the Serpent, and other subjects who had died through sickness and old age, the ruler of the netherworld, also called Helheim, was epitomis of Hel, who was the daughter of Loki and the giant Angerbada.
Whoa.
And it fell upon her to judge and decide the fate of the souls who entered her realm.
Oh, similar to Hades.
Yeah, Hades. I think you're right, hella looking hella cool.
Hella.
Jormungand. Jormungand, is that it? Yes. We have not yet played Hellblade. We are definitely interested in it and got a lot of recommendations for it. Based off your all recommendations, we're going to be playing Uncharted 4 next,
Yes.
followed by Undertale, and then in October for Halloween, we're going to play Goodly Walking Dead by Telltale. Thank
The
you.
dead will be walking with us.
Hey, Damon Hex, thank you for the great cheers. We're glad to have you here. A Damon Hex is never late, neither are they early. They arrive precisely when they mean to. Depictions of hell from the being have been found in numerous Viking sagas and poems, and most of them portray her as being partly decomposed,
Whoa.
with a face and body of a living woman, albeit gloomy and downcast in appearance, with the thighs and legs of a corpse.
What?
Still, among the Norse goddesses, she was said to be the most powerful, even more powerful than Odin himself,
What?
inside her own realm of hell. The tragic episode of Baldur's death confirms such an association to power, since it ultimately falls upon hell to decide the fate of the souls of the god, who are considered the wisest and most pure of all the Norse gods.
Whoa.
Thank you guys for all the hype on Uncharted and Undertale and Walking Dead. We're excited to play those games. And if you type !games, you can recommend your favorite game, and we'll check it out.
Yeah, yeah.
The Ultimate Nerd, thanks for the host. Glad to have you with us here. Oh, now look at this. That's that Heimdall. Gotta say. That is definitely the Heimdall. Often portrayed as the ever-vigilant guardian of Asgard, the stronghold of all the Norse gods, Heimdall was hailed as the descendant of giant Fornglot, the grandson of the sea. He is depicted with his horn, Glaser horn, resounding horn, which is put to use when intruders approach the home of the tribe of the gods. Pertaining to this, he is guarding duty. Heimdall is attested to possess keen eyesight that stretches to hundreds of miles, and hearing even that encompasses the sound of wool growing on a sheep.
Whoa.
Complemented by other qualities like having foreknowledge and vast sources of energy that allow him to sleep less than a bird. Interestingly, there are possibilities that Heimdall was considered to be the father of humankind, as vaguely mentioned in the Norse poem Völuspá. Other scholars have hypothesized that Heimdall is a figurehead historically perceived by the Norse gods as being responsible for creating the hierarchy and classes among men. In any case, reverting to mythology, Heimdall also plays an important role in the impending Ragnarok, where he will sound the dire call of the Horn to signal the arrival of the giants and monsters, and in the consequent confrontations, Loki and Heimdall are foretold to slay one another.
Whoa.
Dame Deviant, thank you for the gift sub to Vaden88, and Don Pikachu has subscribed with their Prime.
Whoa.
There is only one person I know on this entire planet that would go by the name Don Pikachu. So if you are anyone other than the true Don Pikachu, I'd be surprised. It is you! It is you! Oh, Don Pikachu. In the beginning there was only darkness. The darkness enveloped the earth and the sky. And then, Pika! Came along Don Pikachu like a mighty goose.
A mighty goose?
We actually do love you, Don Pikachu, more than you know. Though your true identity will never be revealed, your Don Pika... Look at all that Pika, Pika, Pika. Yes, oh my god, Jesus Christ, you say. You are right. Yes, it's Pikachu, actually, people don't know this, but that Odin was sired by a goose and Pikachu. Did you know that?
What is going on?
They tumbled into darkness. It's true. Look at all this Pika Pika. It's true. Hey, Don Pikachu, have you seen Detective Pikachu yet?
Oh yeah, who has seen Detective Pikachu? I have not yet, but it looks intriguing.
Freyr. One of the most venerated and beloved of the Norse gods, Freyr, along with his sister Freya, was unique in his origins, since he belonged to the Vanir tribe of the Norse gods as opposed to the Aesir. Usually depicted as a brawny man with flowing hair, Freyr was the son of the sea god Njord, the frost goddess Skadi, or the Nordic unnamed sister. Hailed as the foremost of deities when it came to the aspects of fertility, covering both sexual and ecological scopes. Simply put, the god embodied bountiful harvests, wealth, peace, and even virility.
Ooh.
Here he is symbolized with his boar.
Yeah.
So a little bit like we got Demeter and Artemis kind of live in that realm
That
and
boar
they
life.
in that boar life. Where's the Pikachu emote from? I think if you click on it, it'll tell you. The Therapy Android, welcome back for 6 months with that rare parrot life. Let's see some rare parrots if you got them.
Let them fly.
Let those rare parrots fly. Don Pikachu, it makes me so happy
I'm
you're
so
here.
happy you're here.
Don Pikachu is always watching you.
Always watching, always watching.
Lurking. Freya.
Freya, look, are those cats that she has?
Okay, hold up. This is Freya in her car drawn by cats.
Yes!
Who has a chariot of cats?
Freya!
Freya has a chariot of cats. It
Freya.
would be absolutely useless drawing a chariot of cats. Freya is initially belonging to the Vanir tribe of Norse gods, like her twin brother we just met up here, this dude, Freyr. Freya is loyal and honorary member of the Aesir. After the conclusion of the tribal war, she epitomizes the aspects of love, beauty, even opulent objects. The goddess is represented as the seeker of pleasure and the unknown, and cat chariots. Focusing on the latter, Freya embodied the Volva. She's the female seer of the Norse religion who has the ability to tinker with magic pertaining to destiny and its weaving.
Ooh.
Silver Wolfen, welcome back for 9 months. Looking good with your purple triangle badge, and it's actually a year. That's true. Why is it doing that?
I don't know.
Well, you got a 3-month-old Twitch baby then. Hey, Mom. In essence, Freya had the ability to alter and manipulate one's desire and fortune, and thus she was associated with the undiscernible attribute of cats.
Igby, it's your goddess.
It's true.
It's your goddess, eggs.
If you want to know what the upcoming schedule is, you can type !schedule or go to twitch.tv/BryanDechart/events. That will answer your question about where the upcoming schedules are, but our next scheduled stream will be on Sunday. We're going to be doing a stream from St. Petersburg, Russia, Comic-Con, Russia. And we are going to be perhaps hosting a couple of re-airings with live chat in the meantime. But right now, the next scheduled live is going to be on the 19th.
Also, fun fact from Luna Silver Eye: cats were considered a good wedding gift in Nordic history since they were Freya's animals.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty cool. I'm gonna just get to the bottom of this. Thank you, Silver Eye. Little wedding cat, huh?
Man, Eggs, I kind of got you as a wedding cat. Nice. Yeah. Sweet. So those are our top 12, and I have this one tabbed over here. Well, let me adjust these. I gotta just adjust these parameters here real quick so we can read it, because that looks hard to read. Why you gotta be like this, window? I'm trying to show my friends all this. Well, in any case, the part of this that I wanted to read was about Ragnarok. Ragnarok refers to a series of major events, including a great battle foretold to the ultimately result in the death of a number of major figures, including the gods Odin, Thor, Freya, Heimdall, and Loki. The occurrence of various natural disasters and the subsequent submersion of the world in water. Afterwards, the world resurfaces anew and fertile, and the surviving gods meet, and the world is repopulated by 2 human survivors. Whoa. Also, Dame Deviant just gifted a subscription to Thor. Thor, welcome to the channel, my friend.
Hey, Thor.
Please don't squish us. Neil, welcome. Thanks for using your Prime. Glad to have you here. Thank you for joining us. Welcome, Thor. Welcome, Neil. Alrighty. So, friends, I'm curious, since we probably don't have time to jump in, Greek mythology is a whole other category. As we explored Norse mythology's 12 major gods and goddesses, do you have a favorite?
Yeah, who's your
Should
favorite?
we do a little poll?
Yeah, let's do a poll.
All right.
I love those polls.
Gotta have a poll. I'm gonna type them all in here, and we're gonna try to do it right. Who is your favorite Norse god or goddess? We've got Ymir, who is way in the very beginning of time, before all things. We have Odin, the haggard royalty, the old bastard Odin. Look at him. With his wolf. Frigg, mother of the home and domestic affairs, the mother of the sky. Thor. You know Thor, the most powerful of all beings.
With his hammer.
With his mighty hammer.
And also architect. Also our agriculture.
And agriculture. We got Balder.
Beautiful Balder.
Beautiful, wise Balder, slain by mistletoe. Loki got him good. And then Tyr, god of war. And eventually giving us Tuesday. We have Bragi, god of poetry, the epic tales. Then we have Loki,
crazy trickster.
the trickster, sometimes helping Thor and sometimes totally wrecking him. Then Hel,
of the underrealms.
half decrepit and more powerful perhaps than Odin down in Helheim. And then Heimdall, a trumpeter to signal Ragnarok and to protect Freyr, his sister Freya, with her cat chariot.
So badass.
Let us take a poll. Here we go. Dropping it in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Holy cow, it's a big poll. Adjust that a little bit. You can type 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. 1 for Ymir, 2 for Odin, 3 for Frigg, 4 for Thor, that's perfect, 5 for Balder, 6 for Tyr, 7 for Bragi, 8 for Loki, 9 for Hel, 10 for Heimdall, 11 for Freyr, and 12 for Freya. Thank you guys so much for joining us today on our Curiosity stream. We do these most Tuesdays. You can join us and we pick a different topic that we'll study each time, each week based off your recommendations. Does it just say bladder? That's hilarious.
What?
Balder. I was supposed to type Balder, but I typed bladder, which is probably why nobody is voting for bladder. Sorry, bladder. Right now, somewhere up in the cosmos, bladder smiles down and says, "That's kind of horribly wrong." The god of dehydration.
It's hilarious. All right. Well, it seems that Loki and Hel are the two most popular, and then comes Freya, and then comes Thor. Then is Freyr, and then Bladder and Heimdall are pretty
low down there.
Pretty neck and neck.
Well, Loki and Hel, I'm going to declare the winners with Freya and her brother falling right along.
And Thor.
Thor.
I think Thor is bigger than Freyr.
I think so.
It's because Freya has that cat chariot.
Yeah, cat chariots will really pull you ahead in any kind of contest. All right. Here we go.
Oh, eat me.
Thank you guys all for joining us today. We're going to do a little raid action here together, teleport over to another channel. And if you have never done a raid before, all you have to do is hang out right where you are. Loki. Look at him.
Leader.
Look at him. Leading the way.
Yeah.
We're going to raid on to another channel. And when we do, let's give them lots of, love, support, spam. Give them lots of raid emotes. Give them some follows if you dig it.